You must override the self software. This self software is a virus. It's a corruption. Hello everyone. 早上好. I can speak Mandarin, you know. Not great, but can be done. Okay, let's begin. Someone is clicking for me, right? Oh, here. Sorry. My own. Okay. My first question to you: what is Dhamma? For the ones who attended the Samadhi Vihara retreat, cannot answer this question. You stay quiet, assuming you remember. But you can stay. If you know, you can stay quiet. The rest of you quickly discuss. Quick. Oh, chop. What is Dhamma? Go. Nature. Okay, what else? Way of life. Some more. The truth. Go, continue. Until you hit the right answer. Huh?
Teaching of the Buddha.
Teaching of the Buddha. Okay, that's the first thing you must say. Huh? Teaching of the Buddha. On? Four Noble Truth. Very good. Go on. Suffering. Go on. Say something. Okay lah. I'll give you answer lah. Actually, on two things. You are not wrong. But think of it like a giant board, dartboard. Then you throw your dart. And then sometimes you hit bullseyes. Sometimes it's a bit off. So answer's still a little bit off. Okay. The Buddha's teaching on two elements, two aspects. On the nature of reality, ultimate nature of reality. That is where the suffering comes in, the Four Noble Truths come in, Tilakkhana and so on. Okay? On the ultimate nature of reality, you can hear me, right? And a training path to liberation. It's a training formula to help the mind rewire. Okay? It's neuroscience 2,500 years ago. I'm serious. And Didi Tan was correct. It is about transformation. And you will hear me talk about the transformation in the afternoon. Morning, I'm focusing on the ultimate nature of reality as taught by the Buddha. And some of you would know this already. Two characters. Let's see if I can deliver a slightly different perspective that help you to connect the dots more clearly. My approach, my style, is to make it relevant here and now. Not concepts only. We have to cover the concepts, you have to understand the concepts, but the concepts, if it's just concepts, it's out there. The Dhamma must come alive, be awakened in you. So those concepts that you learn has to become directly, immediately seen by you here and now. Sanditiko, akaliko, timeless, without wasting any time. You get it, it hits you here and now, you realize. Okay? That's our job. The goal of the Dhamma. And usually this you must remember. Cessation of dukkha. Nibbana means a cessation of dukkha. Meaning to say, whatever experiences that you have, the unsatisfactory nature that you feel, the unsatisfactory sensation that you feel, if you get it, that sensation should start to fade away. That within you, within all of us, there is this sense of something's missing, something's incomplete. Never mind, later will be better. You know, if you have that sensation, you will have it. Whether or not you realize it, it's there. Okay? That things can be better, things should improve. this is not perfect, I'm looking for perfection. That aspect of you, that is the dukkha we're talking about. Okay? Dukkha is not some huge suffering. I die, I mourn. Dukkha is not that. Dukkha is that sensation we experience when something is incomplete, not entirely to our way. We feel something missing, something lacking, that sensation. That's the dukkha we're talking about. Okay? So the English translation suffering is a little bit too intense. And so over time, practitioners start to use a different word. They say unsatisfactory or dissatisfaction. A bit more chun, a little bit more chun. The idea here is life just feels incomplete. Okay? Remember, it's a sensation. So the path, when the idea here is when you incorporate that path. What path? Eightfold path. Okay? When you incorporate that path into your life, it becomes your habit, your instinct. It becomes part of you. When that happens, this sensation of dukkha, dissatisfaction, should start to fade. That is why if you are a true practitioner, a real committed, dedicated practitioner who knows what you are doing, you become happier and happier, lighter and lighter. It's natural. If you tell me, I've been practicing, going for retreat after retreat, then I still walk like that. Drag your feet, drag it a bit more. You still do that? I hate to tell you this, but something is off, leh? Something is wrong. Okay? You will not be like that. You will walk with a spring to your steps. Any spring anymore, you can float. Okay, Saki power lah. Okay. Don't take it literally. Don't walk off a building and yet, I know, I'm enlightened, I got psychic power. You will end this life very fast. Okay? So, now, what is Dhamma practice? Like, all you cradle folks, all the gladens, all the gladens. Did you know the training path? Very good. Which can be understood as?
The middle path.
Which can be understood as 3 pillars. Okay. The Sila Bhavana.
Sila Samadhi.
I must point at the right thing. Panya, okay. Wisdom, for those of you whose Pali not so kilat, Panya is wisdom. Morality, Sila, and Samadhi. Okay, let me just explain very quickly. I want you all to memorize this. 今天, okay? 今天 we memorize this. Easy to remember, just the 3 parts. Wisdom, morality, and a quiet mind. Ultimate samadhi is very still. But let's call it quiet mind. And in each one, there are component parts, right? Panya, which is actually what we're going to talk about in the morning. Nature of reality, it's all into the panya, the wisdom. And wisdom has 2 parts. Wisdom is a simpler way to understand, which is to use right view and right intention. We use that as a frame, but there are different ways in which the Buddha explained wisdom. Okay? There are different ways. For today's purposes, we will use right view, right intention for today. Sila, very specifically, I know you're in the right speech, right? No. Abandon the unwholesome. Prevent and abandon the unwholesome instincts, down to the instinctive level. Unwholesome, mainly greed, anger, delusions. We learn to do that, okay? Greed, the craving, the wanting, the desiring, often in different shades. We learn to let that go. Anger, ill will. You don't have no greed, there will be no ill will. But when there is shades of greed, there will be shades of ill will, shades of anger. There are two sides of the same coin. Okay? A delusion is part of the wisdom part. We will go into that further. And at the same time, you cultivate the wholesome. Cultivate wholesome. Sila doesn't end with just unwholesome. Sila ends with wholesome. Please remember that. If you find that all you're trying to do in daily life is to don't be angry, not enough. Must be kind, okay? Must be patient, must be giving, and so on. Must have a perpetual smile in the face. But if your perpetual smile is ngi lai, then you will have muscle ache. It must come naturally. And then it would remove a few wrinkles. Okay? And cultivate wholesome, there are two versions. There is the one for the daily life, in your daily living, which the Buddha will then call, which is what the book is about. Having faith, observing your precepts, boning up on your understanding of the Dhamma, practicing generosity in all aspects. My latest book is on generosity. It's all there. And cultivating wisdom. That is for the lay life. This is lay life. Okay? Practitioner must go beyond just these. We go into something called the 37 factors of enlightenment, then that's where your eyes go, 7 frames. It's 7 frames. 7 frames. And there are core mental states in these 7 frames. I repeat, 7 frames. You can choose any one of those frames. Ultimately, when you are done, all 7 frames is a natural. But when you are practicing, you can pick from the 7 and focus on those mental states. And if you focus on one of the 7 mental states, it will work also. Then you say, you sure or not? You go see Samyutta Nikaya, connected discourses. There is one segment on each of the 7 frames. And in each of the one, the Buddha said, if you master all of this frame, you are enlightened. If you master all of this separate frame, you are enlightened. So they are actually mental states. These are mental states. Cultivate the wholesome. These are mental states found in 7 frames. One of which is the Eightfold Path. Okay, the Eightfold Path, the 7 of that 7 frame. Have you heard of the 37 factors of enlightenment? That is one of the frames. 5 powers and 5 faculties. Those are frames. Okay, they are all mental states. It's a collection, but you cannot pick and choose. You pick one of the frame, you must cultivate all the whole lot. Cannot I pick one from this frame, then I pick this one here, then I pick that. You what? Buffet. Suka pick one or the other. It doesn't work like that. Pick a frame, cultivate all the mental states in that frame. They will all lead back to the same path. Okay? Okay. So now you're all expert at Eightfold Path, then do Eightfold Path. Same. Samadhi. This cultivating this pillar, Samadhi. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time, so we cannot go deep into this one. But the idea here, under Samadhi, the idea is when you choose wisely and you are naturally leaning towards the wholesome, your mind starts to come down and settle. It's more even, more balanced. When you get into a state of mind which is more balanced, you are actually experiencing some degree of Samadhi. Samadhi, literal translation, a Chinese translation is better. Ting is a better translation. Anglo translation, concentration, meditation, all not good enough. Ajahn Brahm's translation, to me, is the best. He calls it stillness. A bit of a tall order for many of us. But think of it as a steadying mind. A mind more steady. Not flipping all over the place. Okay? Steadier. Calm. More light. That's describing Samadhi. Okay? And there are some things to practice there in order to get the mind to that state. But having said that, I will stress this. If you're not sila, if your wholesome mental state is not strong, half the time you get angry, half the time you get anxious, half the time you are restless. The mind very hard to steady, to stabilize. But if as a natural state you're very giving, you're very cheerful, you're happy, if that's your natural state, sila is like boom. Okay? You sit, you watch, you steal. See me, wow, it's normal. Okay? Sila is not steps. Watch the find the point, cannot find it, poke the point. Not like that. It's not like that. You all have done that before, right? Poke, they want to hold there. Still the mind doesn't steady because you didn't have the condition. Let me share with you what conditions are. Let me ask you. Now every one of you here, I want all of you to do this. I want you all to be angry. Go. Try lah. As if you don't know anger. Try. Be angry. Right. Try hard. Laugh so hard some more. Laugh so hard to be angry. Be angry. Come. Just like that. Very hard, right? Very hard, right? Now I want you to think of someone scold you. Some things that happened recently that got you quite annoyed. And then you recall, and then it happens. Right? So non-conditioned cannot be angry, and you are so familiar with anger. Try to be jealous, go. As if you have never been jealous before. You're familiar, right? You have been jealous before, right? You have felt very entitled before, right? But now I ask you to do, you can't. Why? The cradle space, very pure. You laugh so hard, right? Because this is a pure space. You are amongst good friends. You look at each other and you smile. So the condition to trigger a mental experience, mental state. Mental states are all triggered by conditions. So samadhi is a mental state. Samadhi is also a mental experience. If your conditions are incorrect, how would a mental experience, mental state, that you are not so familiar with, how do you get it up? By steps. How do you 7-step to anger? How you do it? But you just throw the condition right, you just do it. No need 7-step to anger. It's the same thing. You cannot just learn steps to samadhi. It wouldn't work. You need the right condition. And a critical condition for samadhi is wholesome mental state. You can be wholesome, it will come by itself. Okay. This morning, just slightly earlier on, you had an experience, right? I taught you to steady the mind, watch the morning, How many of you actually felt good? And you could actually watch that breathing quite naturally. Like that, lor. Like that, no. Okay. Now we are going into the reality as it is. Okay? I want you to first revisit, like it's not you anymore, right? Revisit your conventional reality. Conventional means your daily life, your daily experiences. Okay? We will do that first. Opening line. The opening line. We have an innate. It happens at a subconscious level. A thirst, a taste, a desire, a wanting. Innate, is buried deep in you. Then you say, sister, you sure I have? You have, because you're human. You are reborn. It came with you. Okay? Now, what is our thirst on, I ask you? I said, our regular mind, our daily mind, has an unquenchable thirst. I should find a word I can pronounce better. Can't help. You cannot help seeking, chasing, wanting. What is it you want? Very good. Did you attend Samadhi Vihara retreat? You did it. Very good. Top mark. You are absolutely right. all of us, very instinctively, we seek this. I pause and I ask you, true or not? Yes. Well, I'm not sure. Any Arya Sangha here? True, right? No, this one you need to reflect. I don't want you to just nod your head and make me happy. Okay? I want you to think, feel it. 好像是对哦，好像是。No, now I make you very sick. You look for food. Anybody go into a hawker center, find the food you don't like and go. You usually look for the one that you enjoy, right? Anybody sit, you sit at the space, you sit. And 我不喜欢你，你来跟我做。You don't do that, right? You find your friend, you look around for your friend. Because your friend, you are more comfortable, you go find your friend. Very instinctive. You go onto a bus, you take it's daily life. Okay? In daily life, it's in very minute way, very small, tiny steps. Wow, late already, run faster, you know. Why? Because I don't want to miss a good seat. I know, right? You came running here. Okay. Where does your pleasure land? Okay? This one I give you answer. External, I need you to get it. External means the world out there. The world out there is what you experience through your 5 sense bases. The form I like, the sound I enjoy, the smell I approve of, the taste I love. Touch maybe not so much, but still have. You wait till you wear something that's very uncomfortable. You can't even concentrate on the Dhamma, which you proclaim to love so much. If your clothes is uncomfortable, you cannot hear the Dhamma. See that? But this is the world out there. And the Buddha called this Kama, K-A-M-A, 1A. This is the Kama Sutra Kama, okay? 1A. I'm sorry, 1M. 2M becomes a different word, okay? Kama Tangha. Tangha is greed. So one part of us is always chasing outside of us, out there, external. So always chasing out there, looking for delight. And the Buddha said this, looking for delight. Again and again you chase after delights. Okay? Then, what is the other one then? The internal world. The world in you. This mind-made world. And this mind-made world can be very rich, even richer than the world out there. And I will explain. The mind-made world has different components. Bhava tangha, bhava means becoming. Okay? This becoming and becoming is you keep creating in your mind in there, right? You keep generating a world. Who I will be, what I will be, how I should be, my plans for the future, my recalling how it was done in the past. All these resurrecting, these are resurrecting. You keep resurrecting the world in you. Agree? And you resurrect what? When you resurrect this morning, I stand there and brush teeth. You don't, right? You resurrect the pleasure and the pain. These are the 2 big items we keep revisiting. 对不对? You will keep revisiting the pleasure you remember, and some people will keep revisiting the pain they experience. Then you will say, and this is what we call vibhava tangha. I don't want to revisit, boom, come again. I don't want to revisit, boom, come again. Why like that? Why we keep going after the pleasure, but why do we keep resurrecting the pain? Because you're trying to fix it. You're trying to make yourself feel better. You're trying to find the pleasure in the painful recall. Not so much the pleasure, but the end of the pain. Okay, just remember this. When you resurrect painful things, is you're trying to put a stop, trying to find a relief, but it cannot be done. Why it cannot be done? Because you are attached to I, mind, self. As long as you're attached to mind, I, and self, as long as you're attached to that, the self, you will keep resurrecting both pleasure and pain. It is natural. Okay? This is what we, let's point at the, okay. Your karma tangha, your bhava tangha, the inner world, the external world, these two desires, they are your lobha, greed. When you have greed, you will have anger. When you have a desire, you will have dissatisfaction. If you have a preference, there will be annoyance, for sure. If you have no preference, simi maho, everything also can, 可以. Where found anger? Where's the anger? No anger. That's why I put them together. You have one, you will have the other. You know angry people in your life? They have a lot of desires. Okay? If you know of very angry people in your life, what is it? They have preferences. And the more, and preferences got different types. There is the, I'll explain, there is the number and there's the intensity. Preferences, number means I got a lot of preferences. Cannot sit here, must move my chair like this. 3C, let me measure a bit. Feng Shui ruler, shift the chair. Many, okay? So number and intensity. Sometimes you have only one desire. Everything else you're okay, but you have one. But it grieves you so hard. Absolutely non-negotiable. Or you jalat. The more non-negotiable, the more jalat. Okay? That's intensity. Then, there are the very charm one, the very poor thing one. Every single of their many, very jalat. That will be called the Maha Dukkha. Maha. So you remember this. Remember this. Okay? You have many or you have intense. Which version do you have? Every single one that arises for you, is it intense or got many subcomponent part? So about the chair height, the chair size, the chair weight, the chair softness, so the component parts. When you have many, you are asking for trouble. Okay? So what's our job? Later. You have all these problems actually because we don't really understand the mind. You don't understand the mind. If you understand now that you're beginning to understand, you must learn, let go a bit far. Okay, a bit further before that. Very good. That's the ultimate. Just bring it further down. Moderation. Okay, we learn a bit more. Later I'll explain how it connects to the second one. Okay. Sorry, earlier on I end with moha, delusion. Now let's say a little bit about this moha business. Moha, translated as delusion, foolishness, it doesn't matter. The idea here is salah assumptions, salah view, wrong view. Okay? Moha means my assumptions about life, my view is wrong. Moha means you have wrong view. Then some of you may say, I've been learning the Dhamma, you know. I know the noble truth. My view is still wrong? Okay, let's see how. Let's start. The wrong assumptions we hold. Okay? Now, they might sound very cheap, but let me put it simpler. How many of you go to bed at night and say, tomorrow I will not wake up? Who does that, right? So every day you wake up, lor. Then every day you wake up, you live forever, lor. No, you know in you there is a part that say this will end. We all have that. But your mind is not able to accept the end can be tomorrow. I really very panjang tomorrow. The end can be next moment. Suddenly one of us get a stroke. Laugh so hard, get a stroke. Then no any doctors here? Got nurse also can Our nurse, the budong, then budong. Then the next time I will come back for funeral. Okay? But jokes aside, nobody live expecting death to hit any moment. We all live with a certain assumption life continues. For now. Right? Correct, huh? But the reality is that actually, this is what the Buddha meant. The reality is death can hit any moment. So when we learn about anicca, impermanence, it's not just impermanence of the experience, it's really impermanence of life. Why do you think the Buddha told us it's great for us to have 5 reflections daily? What are they? That we will grow old, we're not beyond growing old. We will fall sick, we are not beyond falling sick, and we will die. Mati. Not beyond mati. Okay? What else? Be separated from our loved ones. And when we move on, the only thing we bring along? Karma. So karma. Okay? Or sick, death, separation, karma. 5 reflection, he said. 5 daily reflection, very good for us. It's a reminder of the fragility of life, so we don't take life for granted. A reminder of the fragility of life, fragility of the body. You don't take strength and youth and health for granted. It's a reminder to ourselves that we will lose everything we hold dear. So don't be too attached to stuff around us. And karma is a reminder, daily reminder of keeping wholesome, staying wholesome. Okay, don't just think of the dying and it's really the positive part, the proactive part. Because we are going to die, we're going to fall sick, we're going to grow old, fall sick, die. So cannot take what we have now enjoy for granted. Relationship possession will be over. Do not be too attached to them. And karma comes with us. So if anything we hold dear, it's our practice, our speech, our thoughts, our action. Because that will follow us. Okay, people, possessions, they are over. Body also over. But our activities, our imprint on the mind, that will follow us. Okay? So it's a reminder. 对不对? We don't assume this, right? We somehow assume that death won't come. Not yet. We got time. All those of you who think that your 30 years game plan, 10 years to have career success, another 10 years for family success, final 10 years spiritual, you can live that long, you know. We don't know leh. Okay, the one with white hair, you know. The one with black hair, we don't know. Okay? The next assumption, 对不对? More is better, there is better, best yet to be. ACS logo, motto. For the Singaporeans, you recognize that very quickly. But more is better. 对不对? More dukkha, not better. There, meaning you are always dissatisfied with here and now. You are looking for options. And somehow the grass looks greener over there. Okay, that's the idea. Correct, right? I need you to recognize this instinct in you. It's unsaid assumption. You don't go around and more is better, there is better. You don't do that, right? You don't go around blabbing like that. But it's buried in there. It's an instinct. It's a habit. Okay? And so we are always looking and seeking. The best is yet to be. This is very cute. I ask you to reflect. You all think about it. Okay, you all think. How many of you will say, right here and now, I'm done, I'm good, this is good? No, right? The younger you are, the more no you are. The older you are, you say, what can I do? Like that already, what can I do? Accept lor, accept lor. But when you're young, it's like, no, 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 no. Can be better than this, can be better than this. Nothing wrong, yet something wrong. It's because of that as an assumption, you cannot, very instinctively, there will be a seeking. It's because of that assumption, the seeking will come. So you need to become more aware of the assumptions you hold. Hopefully by the end of, before lunch, you will know what the Buddha advised, okay? This one, Sukha is normal, dukkha is not. Then you say, no, I don't think like, yes, you do. You feel sad, you feel down, you feel angry. If this thing is sustained for too long, you go look for doctor. Because why you go look for doctor? Not normal. I don't feel right. I'm down all the time. I don't feel right. It's off lah, because you're more down than normal. Normally people are down, but some are more down than normal. Then how is it we cannot see this? How is it, if this is so, dukkha is so real, how is it we don't get it? Do you know? Do you know why is it we don't feel the dukkha as much? Do you know why? Because you mask it. You ignore, you mask. You see, must fix. So how do you fix? How do you mask? You now down, go play computer game. You bit restless, go eat something. Okay? Go find your friend to talk to. You are masking it. You mask it with something. Or you're a bit down now. Never mind. We plan holiday. How many have noticed? The planning part the best. The recalling part the best. The actual going through not so great. You notice that, right? Do you know why? The planning but the anticipating. Do you know why? Why is it you plan, then when you anticipate, the day before you leave, happiest day? Yes! Then at the airport, get the ticket, go and queue up, security check. Ayo, that's the reason why I don't do again. Okay? Then, oh yeah, the bus there, chase bus. Then get there already. So many people. 5 food to eat. So difficult. The food I don't agree with. Then you come back already. Right? Come back already. Wow, the trip great, man. So good, this trip. Correct, right? Wow, I remember this. Do you know why? We don't live in the present moment. That's one. Because we're masking it. Okay? When you're going through it, your old habits kick in. Seeking, chasing, looking for the best. It comes in. Okay? Because your habit, it will kick in. Then when you travel, it kicks in even harder. There's so many things to chop. I only have 1 minute. I got 3 choices. I grab one, I keep looking at the other 2. The seeking, the chasing will come in. Okay? Then why is it we remember the good stuff? Because pleasure is what the mind will register. Pain is what the mind will register. And you will remember all the pleasure. The whole day, the Disney ride, happy, okay? The whole day, then the long queue to the Disney ride, you forgot. The long queue here, the long queue there, you all forgot. But the whee, that was very good, right? And then what happened? And then Disneyland very fun, so fun, you say. Like that, Lord. You only remember the pleasure and you will remember the pain. That all the in-between you don't remember. But you're queuing at that time, you don't mind. Okay, a lot of people, but never mind, got family to talk to. You go and queue alone without your phone. Then the dukkha will come. Then maybe you remember Disneyland not fun, a lot of queues. Okay?
I just thought it's also our human hormones, isn't it?
Yes?
Our human make our hormones.
Yes, of course, the hormones.
Anticipation.
Yes, the dopamine will all start coming out and all those. This is absolutely correct.
And then when you have a young child, like when you want him to learn about the world, you also try to give him some sensation at 3 years old or 4 or 5, listen to some music or play with some toys. So
It's called distraction therapy. That's the second thing that happens. You mask, you distract, you ignore. We all don't know we are dying, meh? We all don't know, meh? We ignore. We will ignore the dying. Okay, later on, later. We will have to keep going. Many slides to go, okay? So you keep your question there first. Okay. You have that, right? I am real. I am important. Then the master of my life, you don't agree. You may not say it quite like this. But don't you have a certain assumptions that when someone misbehaves and someone does something wrong which you don't approve of, there will be a part of you that say, surely you can hold yourself better. Surely you don't have to choose like this. You're very judging. You at him, right? What is underneath your What it underpins the you assume the fellow can make a choice, can control yourself better, can do this and can do that. But when it comes to you, did you want to lose temper? Did you want to behave poorly? But it happened. How come you're not master of yourself at that point, eh? Actually, we're not. We're conditional arising. We are a series of conditional arising. All these words you hear, you don't know what you don't necessarily know what it means later. Okay, we just continue. I just want to say that there's a part of you that say, I am in control. I can stand when I choose to stand. I can walk when I choose to walk. I am controlling this body. Okay, so because of this sense that I will and that it happens, there is a choice. I can choose. It's the reason why you have this notion that you are in control. But actually you're conditional, meaning to say, based on the condition you're experiencing, you behave in a certain way. Let's say your mood now very good, right? Generally, now you're all feeling quite okay. Now I went woo at you. You will ha 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 ha. It's okay, having fun. But let's say your mood now is not good. It's a bad thing. I do the same thing to you, you slap me. Like a badoo. It will be so instinctive. So that's why we know that. We actually instinctively know that. We go to our boss to ask for things when he's in a good mood. You don't know me? I can see, read weather, right? Weather, sunny and clear sky. Let's go. All right? Then you look weather. Oh, dark cloud, stormy weather. Don't ask. Pretend we work very hard. You're also reading weather, ma? Okay? My feelings and views are foremost, but actually they are not your choice. You're often led by your nose, by the nose feelings, and then without training, you will choose unwisely. Okay? So these are all straightforward. Vipallasa Sutta. I will go into this sutta in a short while, but just an excerpt. Okay? This is what the Buddha says. There are 4 inversions of perception. 4 inversions of perception, inversions of mind, inversions of view. From a practitioner angle, let me just explain this a little bit. What's the difference? Sanya, perception. We don't have time to do the exercise. But in my exercise, I will flip a series of pictures at you. Then when you look at the picture, I give you 2 seconds, 2 count, not 2 seconds, 2 count. 1, 2, I will flip. Then as I flip, you will be writing furiously what you're seeing. That part of you that can recognize under 2 counts, that part that recognizes under 2 count, that part is sanya. Okay? That part of you is perception in English, in Pali, sanya. Okay? What does that sit on? You tell me. Memory. Okay? Memory experiences. You will recognize. Then when you don't recognize, you recognize that you don't recognize, that is also sanya. So sanya doesn't mean there is an answer. There is only a recognition. Okay, I recognize. So that is sanya. So what the Buddha is saying is you are so instinctive. This is instinctive. You're so instinctive that you very instinctively see permanent in impermanent. So instinctive. Then the second one, mind, inversion of mind, chitta. This mind refers to already forming thoughts. There is already a habit, and you know. You talk like this. Yeah, never mind, next week we can meet up. Underpinning this, next week we can meet up. You're still alive, I'm alive. 对吗？这不是 right? If your assumption is we can be dead any minute, would you be making appointment next week? Not that it's wrong or right. It works on, it has to sit on an assumption. Oh, next week, or next month. Hey, hello, my planning is on to next year. So I assume next July I'm still alive. Then you say, fair ma? Yeah, but it sits on that assumption. It sits on a sanya. You get it? Okay? Then now we start to talk, we start to connect, we start to then your idea becomes firmer and firmer, and that's DT. That's the third one, view. Okay? Mind. So sanya is habit, very instinctive. Mind is when it starts to become firmer, an idea is forming. The third one is really construction already. View. You know, philosophy of tomorrow, that kind. It's a lot of ideas. Okay? So the Buddha is saying, at the superficial level, at the deep level, we all hold 4 distorted views. Okay? The first one is taking what is impermanent to be permanent, taking what is dukkha to be pleasurable, taking what is non-self to be self, taking what is unattractive to be attractive. That's the 4 inversions. Okay? We will go into details in a short while, but these are the way that the Buddha explains. Perceiving permanence in the impermanent, perceiving pleasure in what is suffering, perceiving a self in what is non-self, perceiving attractiveness in what is unattractive. Beings resort to wrong views with strong words. 功能笑. Their minds deranged, their perception is a bit strong. Strong. We're not quite deranged, but we are not exactly in touch with reality. Okay? Such people are bound by the yoke of Mara. So you're trapped. And we do not reach security from bondage. Beings continue in samsara, going to birth and death. The idea here is as long as you chase, you seek, you chase, you crave, you can't break away from Mara. But you do that, you chase, you seek, you crave. You do that because you see the world wrongly. That's what he's saying. He's saying that our view, our perception is wrong. Our conventional reality is off. That's why we chase, we seek, we want. If we get it straightened out, the craving becomes muted. If your view is correct, that one thing, that craving gets reduced. As long as the view is wrong, you will chase. Okay, something very simple. Hair on head, perceived to be
Black.
perceived by black, attractive. Okay, because some got white okay, I repeat. Hair on head, perceived to be attractive. And so we go and groom the hair, color the hair, build it up. Then if you're losing hair, find from somewhere, paste back. Because it's attractive. So we crave, right? If you care for hair, you will go and groom it, trim it, blow it, color, add streak of color. We do that because we see hair as beautiful. You see hair as ugly in your food. You take it out and dye it. Trim it, blow it. Do you? No. Hair that drop into your food, ugly or beautiful? Ugly. You take it out and go and dye, right? Beautiful frame up. Do you do that? No. When you see something as it is, it's ugly, you don't hold to it. Because we see as beautiful, we hold on to it. We see skin as beautiful, we hold on to it, right? We see nails as beautiful. How many of you don't show me your nails? But the nails, manicure, pedicure, cure everywhere, right? Purple, blue, red, green, pink. We do that because we see it as beautiful. I am laughing with you. I'm not laughing at you, okay? I'm laughing with you. Because we also know, we learn already, we know it's not beautiful, but never mind, let's do a bit more. It's okay. I tell you something very cute. I know of one person, she's a sweet girl, but she has this lovely long hair. It's lovely long hair. And the sister kept telling her, trim it. You want to go and share the domain, you must trim it. The whole world see your beautiful long hair. Then how to talk about like that? What is beautiful, what is ugly, see as beautiful. She said, no, over my dead body. Oh, attachment, no. If you're not attached, you will let it go. But we are attached. Attached to what? Attached to what we perceive to be beautiful. Okay? So you understand, huh? If you see it correctly, you will let it go. If you see it wrongly, you will hold on to it. That's all. Okay? That's what he means. Then when you hold on to something, you got option or not? No option. Because you hold. Then you tell, I only got two choices. 你明白吗? Many a times in our daily life, we say, cannot help it, we are helpless. It's because you hold on to a view. Okay? You are helpless because of your view. If you change that view, you're no longer helpless. As long as you hold on to a view, you're helpless. People have come up to me and asked for advice. Like I have a parent, very difficult, very agitated, always want to punch me, very, very difficult. But I'm the daughter, only daughter. It is my duty to do ABC. Then how, sister? Then I would say, how? Because you're shackled by your view. And your view says, I got to keep this person at home. I myself must tend to the person. I must fulfill every wishes. Then only I am filial. When you hold to views, this is views shackling you. If you hold to the views, then you are trapped. You ask me how, I ask you how. Okay? If you come to me and how? Then how? It means you have been trapped by your own views. But let's say, okay, let's untrap this. This case, we untrap it. I provide, make sure you are taken care of. But I find a space for me to breathe. Can or not? Can, right? Then you untrap, lor. 你明白吗? Your views trap you, you untrap yourself by your views. Your views. Okay? Many a times, is your view and your view of other people's view. This is what I call 自己攞嚟衰咯. Okay. Because of wrong view, now this is the downstream effect for us. When your view is wrong, the what and the how will be affected. What you choose, how you do things will be affected. It's because of your wrong view, okay? So by wrong, I mean a view that causes you more pain. A view that causes you more trouble. It's wrong. A view that helps you to become happier. lighter, more peaceful. It's a helpful view. It's right. By the Dhamma, it is right. Okay? Right. And when the view is wrong, it will affect effort because you're putting priority wrongly. When your view is wrong, you will prioritize the wrong thing. Move. So what is it you seek? Here we got no time, I give you answer. Okay? All of us instinctively seek what the Buddha called the 8 vicissitudes. The Buddha gave us the frame. Everything that we seek and we want, the Buddha had framed it into this 8 portion. Everything. Okay? The first lot, pleasure. We want pleasure. We don't want pain. We seek gains. We don't want losses. We want fame. Fame here, okay? I mean, half of you will go, I'm not an influencer. Not that fame. Fame means you're standing in other people's mind. You're standing in your own mind. It's standing. Your reputation. Who you are. Hey, this is big, huh? Who I am as a person. You have a view. How the world should see you. All of us have a view. How the world should see us. They should see us as kind and decent, loving, and therefore worthy to be associated with. 你明白吗? That is a part, there's an image in our mind. This is the image. An image in my mind. Then what happens is, I want you all to think like that. But you don't think like that. I have this image. My image is, I'm a generous person. Then all of you say, stingy burger. Then I find out that you all think I am stingy. What happened? Pain. That will happen. 对不对? We all have an idea whom we should be in other people's mind. Now, so for some of us, that group that we care about, their views that we care about, that group is very small. You're okay, not too bad. Some of us, the group is ginormous. 看一个one一个. Like I know 10 people, all 10 people must think I so good, so good. I know 1,000 people, 1,000 people think I so good, so good. Oh, you jalat. Because you're always worried about what will people think. That's the fame here. And we all have this. All of us have it. There is only one kind of people don't have it. It's called Arahan. Everyone else has that. Okay? Arahan, or maybe it's Anagamis, but other than that, everyone has it. Okay. Fame. You don't want to look bad in other people's mind. I call it infamy, just for the heck of balance. Okay? But you can call it disrepute. What else can you think about? You can think of any words you want. So you can see different versions. Okay? Fame and infamy. And then praise and blame. Praise and blame is direct. I say you, I praised you, I blame you. It's direct. Here and now you experience it. Okay? So, we all of us, now can you see all of us having this issue? Still don't see. All aspects of life. I like you all very much. This one very good. They nod happily. Okay? Very affirming. Gives me pleasure. No, it's very normal. Hey, it works, okay? I go into a class every day. Then you say something funny. Then you try very hard to say something funnier. And then the frown comes, and then that's when I time up. I go back Singapore. Waste my time only talking to a whole bunch of blocks, right? No reception. Right? Hey, talk. Antenna got catch anything or not? But most time in many places, I get very receptive and approving of the affirms my fame, right? Joa, don't take it too seriously, Hey.
Practicing sense restraint.
Ah, very good, Mimi, very good. Good job. Okay. Why? I think we can flip them all out. This one, let's see whether it works. Or this will just whack it out for you. Why? Now, I'm just talk, okay? Why is this 8 vicissitudes a problem? It's because when you don't understand, we tend to grab everything we want. And we seek and we chase and we want. This 8 doesn't come one at a time. Huh? It doesn't mean this is pleasure that it cannot be fame. No, no, no. They are together. Some of them is 3 for 1, 2 for 1. Like I want you all to laugh. Oh, I got reason, I got agenda. Because when you laugh, you're happy, right? You learn better. Okay? I'm not doing it for the laugh quotient, okay? Like laugh-o-meter. I'm selling ticket next week. Everybody come and pong chan, right? I'm not doing that. I make you laugh so that you can remember better. I got agenda one, huh? Okay? Now, so I do these things. It gives me pleasure for you to learn. When you say you understand, it makes me very happy. It's pleasure. You understand? And it's a gain for me. Not for me. It's a gain for the Dhamma. Because once you understand, you become ripples in your own space. It's one win for the Dhamma. Okay? So they can all mingle. But the problem with the vicissitude, so this is spiritual vicissitude, not so bad. Spiritual vicissitudes will eventually lead you to Nibbana. Nibbana, not so bad. But the worldly vicissitudes, they also apply. The worldly vicissitudes will give you cheap thrill and gratification, short term. Then you get intoxicated. This is where your neurochemicals come in. You get intoxicated by the dopamine, then want some more, you want some more. Some more just ding, ching, 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 ching. Wow, gives you a lot of cheap thrill. Because it's actually feeding your dopamine. Chung, 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 chung. And those are addictive. And this addiction will just tie you down more and more. That's why they are no good. They're not helpful. Okay? It feeds and reinforces habits of craving. The cheap thrill, because it's pleasure, the cheap win, they will feed craving. Problematic. At least the Dhamma one can calm you down. But the worldly ones, they don't calm you down. They will get you keep going and going. Okay? And this happens all the time. Now, number 2, second noble truth. Craving is a condition for dukkha. This one, I want you to memorize. To the point that in your daily life, they become the flip side of the same coin. When you feel bosong, don't feel good, that's dukkha, right? What must you assume is happening? Craving is there. That's how you know. Every time you don't feel good, it can be very subtle. Very, very subtle. I want the cradle to succeed. That's also craving, or? That is also craving. So, if you are serving, you must say, I serve, I am joyous. Process. You focus on the process. I serve, I am joyous. I'm not looking for outcome. Outcome is conditional. It's not your call. The conditions. You're doing good Dhamma work, and this one I've seen many times. When you are serving the correct Dhamma, the correct version of Dhamma, you're not betraying Buddha Dhamma. Okay? You're doing it right, you will bring a lot of joy. People get very happy, very joyous. All humans gravitate towards pleasure. Joy is very pleasurable. People will come. But when you are serving wrongly, you are serving your own ego. You're not doing it for the Buddha Dhamma. This is about you, your success. Then you will create conditions which are unpleasant for others. They will see a betrayal of the Dhamma. Then people will leave. So I have seen center blossom. I see the center blossoming. I know they're doing good work. They're doing the right thing. When I see the center shake, and start to fall and start to disappear, they are doing something wrong. They are not serving the Dhamma. Then, when they are not serving the Dhamma, the Devas also won't protect the place. The Devas will be the first to pachu. Okay? They don't need to stay in your home. They will fly off or go off somewhere. After all, they have the whole world to decide. Okay? You're stuck in Malaysia, they're not. They can come to Singapore, you know. Okay? We all got passport kena stuck. But the Devas have no passport, they can go anywhere. So you can see, when a place starts to get better and get to grow, they are doing something right there. Okay? Okay. Just now was the what. What is it we chase? Vicissitudes. The worldly vicissitudes. Now is the how. I know they are all getting very anxious. What about our tea? Almost there. Okay? Almost there. Okay. How do we seek and secure what we want? This is very fast. This may happen. This is in the mind. Those are in the speech and action. Plan is good. Plan is just objective. You plot means you got agenda. A scheme you jalat already. Okay? Very personal agenda. But you will lobby, you will persuade, and then you might even lie still and do something else. Okay? Those are not good already. Wrong because when effort is driven by lobha, okay, desire, chase, you will have dosa. Those are the big emotion. You want, you seek, you desire, even if it's for a good thing. You will have regret, you will have worry, you will have resentment. Any desire of any shape will lead to dosa, a form of dosa. Okay? Dosa, you tend to think of it as big negative, right? Ill will, hatred, anger. It can be very subtle. I'm annoyed. Let's say, I am planning for Vesak. But 5 of us are working on the Vesak project together. I want Vesak to be successful. And that I want all of you to play your role. Then why you play a role like that? Hey, you got role one there. How come you're not doing? Why am I doing everything? 来了咯. Desire, if you don't have this, I want Vesak to be a success, you wouldn't have all this resentment and agitation and worry. So what should you focus on? Doing my best for the Vesak. Focus on honoring the Buddha. You honor the Buddha with anger. 来，佛祖. Anger, resentment, dissatisfaction. Buddha said, I've already seen all those. No, we honor the Buddha with our wholesome mind. So whatever it is, what must you tell yourself? It works, it doesn't work like that, lor. I just do my best. Go there and smile. If no one is there, I'm the only one smiling. No, you focus on the wholesome. Don't focus on the agenda, the final product. Okay? Focus on the wholesome. 记得哦? Okay, very good. Let's move on. You may be tempted to compromise sila for wins. Okay? Like bluff a bit. Okay. Angle a bit. Not so nice. Trading kindness, patience, generosity, moderation, contentment for gains and wins and success. That can happen. So, my concluding line. Do the wrong thing for the wrong reason, in the wrong way, pay the price in dukkha and karma. Good, eh? I thought very hard one, eh? But you think about it. Look, the whole thing, so many things to remember. Just remember the last one. Okay? Do the wrong thing for the wrong reason, in the wrong way, pay the price with dukkha and karma. Okay, so you can tell each other, don't pay the Dhamma price. Okay, now we break.